It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT. Coming to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
Cotton Splinters Marketplace and Christmas Shop is getting geared up. We offer 30 vendors with crafts, antiques, vintage, and home decor items. We are located at 120 South Marble Street in downtown Rockmart, Georgia. You can reach us at 678-685-4949 or on our Facebook page at Cotton Splinters Marketplace and Christmas Shop. Come and see us.
Wings Plus at 808 West Elm Street in Rockmart offers incredible taste of the South with chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits, gizzards, ribs, and pork chops. We have fish dinners with tilapia, whiting, and that Southern classic catfish. That's Wings Plus, located in the old Huddle House location. Call them at 678-685-4880. They're open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Wings Plus, come and see what the fuss is about.
Termites, wasps, ants, roaches. Do these words bring fear to you? If so, put an end to these fears by calling Harrelson Termite and Pest Control. Being the largest pest control company in Polk County, they can rid you of your fear of these words and bring a smile to your face. Call today at 770-684-1488 to schedule an appointment.
What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? Chocolate? Red velvet? Because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well,
a piece of cake.
Sherman Ross State Farm Insurance, here to help and serve you. Call them today at 770-684-3500.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT. Coming to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
All right, thanks for tuning in tonight to the Coaches Show here on WZOT. We're coming to you live from Knuckleheads. Come on down here and be part of the show tonight. I'm Mark Lumpkin along with T-Bone and Velvet. That's what I'll call you guys tonight, Michael and Robert. And we're going to be talking to both the girls and the boys basketball teams tonight. The coach, that's worth $12. Coach just came in, but we're going to be talking to, I think they got some of the seniors on tonight, so we'll be getting to them in just a few minutes. Just an update, I think the JV beat Bremen tonight. I think, I don't know what the score was, but I heard somebody say that. 21-10, so they had to play down in Bremen tonight, so congratulations to them. Tomorrow night there will not be a football game. Lafayette had to cancel out because of students being in quarantine, but so Rockmart will be back on the road next week, going up to Ringgold, and we'll be bringing you the action from up there. But right now we're going to be getting started with the boys and girls basketball teams here in just a few minutes, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back and get this thing started.
Tilly's Home Furnishings at 966 Cedartown Highway has new shipments arriving daily. Online shopping on their new website, TillysHomeFurnishings.com, or come by and shop from our 42-inch digital catalog in our showroom. Don't be silly. Call Tilly's 770-684-5314.
Come see us. Ask for Scooter.
Is your thermostat breaking your wallet each month? The reason could be your home is not adequately insulated. Have the experts at TNT Insulation help put money back in your pocket. Call Tim Montgomery today at 770-684-1887 to schedule an inspection. TNT Insulation can handle all your insulation needs, and they specialize in spray foam insulation.
There's home improvement, then there's life improvement. Enjoy family moments with propane gas logs and experience a warm glow with no mess at the push of a button. With propane appliances, you can also enjoy endless hot water with propane water heaters, precision cooking, a hotter, more efficient dryer, and an outdoor living room with fire pits and heaters. Not just home improvement, life improvement. Take comfort in Blossman.
Here's the deal. Free remote control with purchase of gas logs or fireplace from Blossman Gas. See stores for details.
Discover better banking with Century Bank of Georgia. We are dedicated to building strong, long-term relationships with our clients. Invested in our communities, we proudly support numerous local businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Century Bank of Georgia. We want to be your bank. Contact or visit us today.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. T-La-Lay31 writes, having dinner with my little buddy at Chick-fil-A and he found the slide. We may never leave. Aw, sounds like fun, T. It's the little things that bring kids to the dinner table. Now, getting them off the slide, that's another story. May we suggest nuggets and dipping sauce? Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT, coming to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
All right, welcome back to the Coaches Show, coming to you from Knuckleheads downtown Rockmart, and we want to thank all of our sponsors for being on with us each week. Thanks to Knuckleheads for having us down here, and good food down here. And I've got T-Bone and Velvet here, and they're going to take over, and got Coach Clark down here. Michael's Velvet, and that's T-Bone down there. So
he's the Velvet Teddy Bear.
Okay. I don't know about we're going to take over anything. We want to thank the girls basketball team for being here with us, coming off a great year last year. And we're going to let Coach Clark here introduce these young ladies that he has with us tonight.
Well, we got Aubrey Huggins, Kiera Berry, Megan Little, and Anna Claire Sides. Those are our 4 seniors.
And we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way early. Y'all listen up out here, because I want everybody to give a big hand to Miss Berry over here that has made her way and got a great scholarship to Indiana. So congratulations, young lady. Well deserved.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
She went to basketball country. She knows where to go.
That's right.
IU. So
it's a really good spot for her.
It is. It is. All right, so Coach Clark, let's get going here. Season's getting ready to get started. Once again, like everything else, softball ran late, which is a good thing. We came close to there. Football's running late, but now it's time for you to get these girls and start playing basketball. So how has conditioning and how has getting ready for your game next Tuesday went for you all so far?
It's going okay. It's a little different because I'm still trying to do football and basketball out at the same time. So we was doing some Saturday, Sunday practices, and then Wednesday and Thursday, trying to break it up a little bit so we don't have to be late. Then we went back to Monday through Thursday. But we're trying to get in that groove. It's gonna take a little while bouncing back and forth. I sometimes feel out of sort, being in both of them. But I think we got a good group. So it's making it a little easier with the transition. So, we'll find out on Tuesday.
And that's what I was going to ask you, too, as far as, is it easier because of how well you all did last year and they were really hungry and wanted to get back out there again?
Some of that, but I try to remind them about that game over in Milledgeville that they don't want that same feeling. So every other practice, I may bring that up. You don't want to walk off the court like that, so we can keep that fire to get back to where we was at. It ain't gonna be easy because teams now, they're gonna be gunning for us. When you got a Indiana signee, teams is gonna come in with a little bit extra because they want to be the one that knock us off. So we got to change our mentality a little bit, to be ready for those punches.
Well, tell us a little bit about your team real quick, because I know you got some freshmen coming up, and you got some good players this year as well helping out.
We do. We got a good older bunch, in Megan, Kiera, Aubrey, Anna Claire, Brandy's a junior, coming out for starting last year. And then we got a ton of freshmen that got a real good idea of what basketball is supposed to look like, which is always good in girls basketball. When you got an idea of what basketball look like, it makes it, easier being able to rest Megan and Kiera. Like last year, they had to play almost every minute. But now I think we have some girls that can come in and give us some time to rest them.
Yeah, it's always a good thing when you got these group of seniors here to kind of look over the freshmen and help them and get them on the right track. But I want to go to the girls here and think about how y'all doing for conditioning right now, because I know it's been tough, and you got to make your own. You got to have your own self-esteem to do that on your own. How's that working out? Just anybody can jump in.
Hard.
Hard?
Very.
Yeah, it is a lot. Running.
How about you, young lady on the end?
I'd be tired. We run a lot, but we need it.
Y'all ready for Tuesday?
Yes, sir.
You ain't saying much over here.
No, the boys have been really good to us. We've been able to get up and down the court with the boys a little bit to kind of help with. There's nothing like playing basketball, running up and down the court. So the last 2 Thursdays we got out there with the boys, and to scrimmage a little bit. It's tough on them because them boys are long and fast, so they can't do the same thing they do the girls against them. But I think it'll pay off in the end for the girls, as far as one, being able to get conditioned up and down, and then 2, playing against that different speed. It'll make the girls' game a little slower.
And let's talk about real quick, Barry, start with you first. You're a senior now, you ladies over here, but doesn't it just seem like you were just freshmen not too long ago, and that's a blink of an eye, and now you're a senior, and you've got to carry on. What do you bring to the program to teach these freshmen and to help keep building your program that you guys have done a great job in?
Good question.
We bring leadership. We teach them how to handle the ball under pressure. We always, talk, junk, just to see how they take it, and just play ball.
And the reason why I went to you first is because you're going to be behind this mic quite a bit here the next couple years. So, get comfortable behind it because it's a wonderful thing as well. And, once again, happy for you. All right, little. Let's talk to you. You've always been real quiet, but you can't be anymore. You're a senior. You've got to, you got to speak. You got to be loud. You got to. What do you do differently now that you've done in the last couple years? How are you going to be louder? What are you going to do to teach these young ladies how to play basketball?
I have to talk more on defense because Ambria, she was like the leader of the team. And so Coach Clark's been real big about a leader. So kind of being the bigger man on defense to lead the defense.
And I don't mean to bring this up, but what about the knee?
It's good. It's not giving me trouble. Yes, sir.
And what about you? What you doing to help the team? You've been so quiet. You got to talk sometime.
I just started playing my junior year, and I'm currently playing 2 sports at once. So I'm getting double the conditioning. So it's tough on me going from one sport to the next. And
so you just finished up with softball?
No.
Tennis?
No, I'm doing cheerleading.
Sorry. Conditioning will not be a problem for you.
No,
how many
it's
jumping
not.
jacks you have to do a game?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that, folks. Every touchdown, they have to do every point a jumping jack.
Yes.
But you're actually working different parts of your body as far as trying to get condition-wise. It's a different kind of sport. So how are you doing that as far as how difficult is that?
It's pretty difficult going full out every day. We have our first competition Saturday. So we've been going full out every day this week. So I practice from 4 to 5:30 or 3:30, 5:30 every day. And then I go from cheer to basketball pretty much every day.
And school.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Busy.
It's tough.
Your turn.
Well, I would say definitely leadership and teach them how to maintain at practice and stay serious, take it more serious.
Something that I saw last year, you guys were a pretty good second half team.
Mm-hmm.
Your conditioning was up, and therefore you could really put the pedal to the metal in the second half. Are we going to be able to do that again this year as well?
Yes,
Definitely.
Well, hopefully we won't have those slow starts like we did last year. So we work on being more focused is the key. Is, you know, sometimes with girls they like to have fun all the time, you know, but you know, getting them to bring that to game day where you have to focus and be prepared mentally so that you don't have those slow starts. Because again, every team is coming for you. So you can't give people 10-point leads and think you always going to come back and have a chance to win. So just going to try to work on being more focused.
And that's something we've had to do as seniors, is let the younger kids know that we can't joke around and play around at practice. When we get there, we have to let them know that we have to focus the whole entire time.
Time to play and time to play, right?
Yes.
Because there's nothing like game time situations. And even though freshmen think they might have done it, it's totally different when you get up in this level. So that's great what you're saying right there. You're doing the right things. And Tuesday night they're going to get to see it firsthand. So, Coach, what do you plan on doing this Tuesday night as far as playing a little bit? Everybody just waiting to see what happens. What are you thinking about?
That's what I told them in the locker room. I really don't know exactly who I'm going to play, how many I'm going to play, but I do know that I'm going to try to get my eyes on as many girls as I can. I do have an idea with that younger bunch, what I want to try to see, something with them. So you'll see 5 freshmen in at one time at some point on Tuesday, just to see if it's something they can do for us. Because I think it'll be a benefit to the team if we can get it done. But you know, we're gonna see. I'm gonna mix and match some combinations. I do know that.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with more and talk a little bit more with the girls and Coach Clark down here about this upcoming season.
Silver Comet Furniture, your one-stop shop for all your furniture and bedding needs. We carry brands such as Ashley, Catnapper, Liberty, and Jameson Mattress Company. That's Silver Comet Furniture, 678-685-4320, 2000 Cedartown Highway in Fish Creek.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Get your bronze on. Visit Totally Bronze Tanning Salon at 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart to get that beautiful bronze look. Totally Bronze Tanning Salon has a very clean and cool facility with a safe, well-lit parking area. For a quick tan, they have sunless spray tanning. Call them today at 770-684-3003 for an appointment or go by 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from family. I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
Cotton Splinters Marketplace and Christmas Shop is getting geared up. We offer 30 vendors with crafts, antiques, vintage, and home decor items. We are located at 120 South Marble Street in downtown Rockmart, Georgia. You can reach us at 678-685-4949 or on our Facebook page at Cotton Splinters Marketplace and Christmas Shop. Come and see us.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT. Coming to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
All right, welcome back to Knuckleheads and the Coaches Show here on WZOT. And we've got Coach Clark and his 4 seniors here tonight. You're probably not going to get much more out of these girls because they've got their food in front of them, and so there's probably not going to be much more talking. But Coach Clark, I wanted to ask, going into a new region, what's the outlook with that? I mean, I know what we saw in football, but as far as basketball.
Currently, right now in the preseason, there's 3 teams in our region ranked in the top 10. We're ranked 5, and Sonora 7, and Kahula Creek's ranked 10. So it should be some good competition. I think 3 of the teams made it to Sweet 16 to Final Four last year out of that region. So it's going to be some good competition.
Well, and seeing that, we played Bowden Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been a very good women's basketball team there. So that should be a good test with your younger girls and them. How are you going to handle that? What's your game plan there?
Well, I got a little film on them to see what they had coming back. They got a really, really good post player. They got some younger girls on the perimeter. But like you said, they're normally a pretty good basketball team. So it'll be a good test for us. So we're going to try our best to give effort. That's the thing. Is, you know, we got a new standard is that you come with a full glass every day. That's energy, effort, and attitude. If we come with that, I think we'll have a shot in every game that we play. If we just bring a full glass to every game, that we're going to have a shot to win a game.
Well, and that's great. I mean, now let's talk about this wonderful problem we've had with the COVID and everything else out there, the new rules and everything that we got going on. How has that affected your practices? How's that going to affect during game time with how you play?
Well, I don't think it'll affect game time. There's no jump ball. Like, I don't understand, but we're not going to do jump ball. The visiting team will get the ball first. But as far as in-game play, I don't think it'll affect us any. As far as practice, we just try to take breaks and make sure everybody kind of separate and spread out a little bit, you know, just to make sure we kind of have that social distance at times at practice. But we do a lot of movement, so, you know, it's kind of hard to stay around somebody.
You know, you lost a few seniors last year, and one of them being Ambria, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names, y'all, sorry. But she played a lot in the box, in the center. She did a lot of blocking out and all that. You done found somebody to fill that spot?
Well, Brandon Jones is going to be down there quite a bit, and Emma Hyman, a freshman, we're going to put a lot on her early to, you know, get out there and be physical. She got the ability. She just got to get comfortable and get that confidence and playing at that level. You may see Kiera down there some. It just really depends on who we're playing, but, you know, we're going to be small a lot, you know, but we're going to get up and down the court and make teams chase us.
I'm looking forward to Tuesday night. So y'all make plans to be out at the Rock at 6:30. These ladies will be taking on Bowden down there, and yeah, they're not going to be talking very much right now. They're too busy eating, but you know, these ladies need to eat. They need their energy, and been working real hard. But I'm going to ask one. How about them 3-pointers this year?
We're gonna hope they all fall.
We used to have a challenge with her. Me and Robert, we would stand up there and we'd tell her how many points she was going to have each game.
It'd be accurate, so you
Very.
need to keep doing that.
Yeah.
She would either go over or under by a point on me every time. I had her pegged. But anyway, so, you know, every time you hit it this year, I'm going to take you to chicken scratch, okay?
Okay,
so I'll
that's
take you
a
there.
deal.
I got all about that. Yeah, don't forget about the chicken scratch cupcakes. And we're going to, WZOT is going to start a new thing this year. And you're probably going to be a big part of it. Every time a three-pointer gets hit, we're going to take a gun and shoot out T-shirts, WZOT T-shirts.
Okay,
Shoot one at me.
let's make sure we understand what gun he's talking about here.
A T-shirt gun. I'm sorry, a T-shirt
You know,
gun.
the world we live in today, we got to be careful. Velvet.
Well, I'd have a hard time getting a T-shirt shoved in a .22 rifle, okay? So,
I can see you trying.
T-shirt launcher, that's right. Sorry, Lump, I forgot. Lump gets my words here. Sometimes my tongue gets on my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm trying to say.
Well, y'all better order a lot of T-shirts.
That'd be good.
We got some girls that can shoot it.
This man right here make as many as we order, I promise.
But every one you miss, we take them back. So, you know, make sure you hit them. But yeah, no, it's exciting this year, ladies. We are very excited, Coach, for you and you guys. And just go out with your heads held high and play as hard as you can, and good things are going to happen.
Yep.
So
I'd take another year just like last year, except one game better.
Absolutely.
One game better.
All right, so you have to put the food down for 1 second. And you're going to have to give us a final couple words on what you want this season to be for you. You can't use what your partner says, so we're going to start down here with you first, Clara. So you go first. You tell us, give a shout out. What's this year going to do for you or your team? What do you want to see happen?
I hope to go further than last year, you know, bring home a ring, whatever. Hope to go you know.
I think you just used her answer, but go ahead.
Sorry, Kara. But yeah, I guess that's all.
Go ahead, little.
Three of those.
What's the question?
Go ahead, Robert. Ask Miss Little a question one more time.
Give us your final words on what you want to see this year to bring for yourself and your team.
For my team, like to come together and all be closer. For when we do leave, they can still carry on the team and be good leaders and learn from us. And then the feeling that we felt in the Final Four game, we don't want to feel that feeling again. So make it to the next round and bring it home.
There you go. And then let's go to you next. So we're going to make Barry go last. So you can take her answer again. I like seeing her squirm.
Well, I hope we all improve and like all work on ourselves and get better.
Very good. What you got, IU?
Best for last.
For this season, I want to see how the freshmen grow. You know, when I come back from IU to see how they playing, and I just want to see us get a ring. Also.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's all.
Coach, final words for you. What do you want this year? And you got some great girls up here. We are so excited for you. We can't wait for Tuesday night and this season. It's going to be a good one. So what do you got?
Well, I just want to compete every night. If we compete every night, then I think we'll have a chance to compete for the ultimate goal, which is win the region championship and then the state championship. You know, so that's the goal for me is to win the region and then win it all, you know, come home with that ring. It would be good to be, you know, I don't know how many people done it or if anybody ever done it, win a ring in football and basketball. So every year I'm shooting for that. So, but I believe we have the talent on this team to definitely get back to where we was last year and do better. So I'm just going to push them. I tell them I'm going to push them harder than I did last year. They may not like me, but you know, we out to accomplish something, and sometimes you can't be friendly when you're trying to accomplish things. So I just look to see them improve and get better each week in each game.
Just remember, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So it's going to be a hard way. What you got? You got to turn it back on. Go ahead.
Go Hoosiers!
But it's one thing she didn't say, you know, Kiera's 960 points from being the all-time leading scorer in the state of Georgia, you know.
Wow.
So, you know, that should be one thing she thinking of is, you know, that's huge to be the all-time leading scorer in the state of Georgia. Wow. So, you know.
2 points at a time, right? 2 points
Absolutely.
at a time. All right, that's what we got tonight. Velvet, you got anything else?
Yeah, just make plans to come on out Tuesday night down to the Rock, 6:30. Cheer on these ladies. Let's be the sixth player out there on the court for them. They love the noise. They love the atmosphere to be pumped up for them. So, you know, first game for them since last year, and they're going to need, you know, against Bowden. So y'all make plans to be that to come on out there and be with them and support these Jackets. And thank you, ladies. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank you, Coach, for coming out here.
Coach Calhoun reminded us 6 o'clock Tuesday for the girls.
6 p.m. So when you get off work, don't go home. Come by, get you a hot dog out of the concession stand, help the Booster Club out, and support these Jackets.
Wings Plus at 808 West Elm Street in Rockmart offers incredible taste of the South with chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits, gizzards, ribs, and pork chops. We have fish dinners with tilapia, whiting, and that Southern classic catfish. That's Wings Plus, located in the old Huddle House location. Call them at 678-685-4880. They're open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Wings Plus, come and see what the fuss is about.
Termites, wasps, ants, roaches. Do these words bring fear to you? If so, put an end to these fears by calling Harrelson Termite and Pest Control. Being the largest pest control company in Polk County, they can rid you of your fear of these words and bring a smile to your face. Call today at 770-684-1488 to schedule an appointment.
What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? chocolate, red velvet? Because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well, a piece of cake.
Sherman Ross State Farm Insurance, here to help and serve you. Call them today at 770-684-3500.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, you know, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Tilly's Home Furnishings at 966 Cedartown Highway has new shipments arriving daily. Online shopping on their new website, tillysHomeFurnishings.com. Or come by and shop from our 42-inch digital catalog in our showroom. Don't be silly. Call Tilly's 770-684-5314.
Come see us. Ask for Scooter.
Is your thermostat breaking your wallet each month? The reason could be your home is not adequately insulated. Have the experts at TNT Insulation help put money back in your pocket. Call Tim Montgomery today at 770-684-1887 to schedule an inspection. TNT Insulation can handle all your insulation needs, and they specialize in spray foam insulation.
There's home improvement, then there's life improvement. Enjoy family moments with propane gas logs and experience a warm glow with no mess at the push of a button. With propane appliances, you can also enjoy endless hot water with propane water heaters, precision cooking, a hotter, more efficient dryer, and an outdoor living room with fire pits and heaters. Not just home improvement, life improvement. Take comfort in Blossman.
Here's the deal. Free remote control with purchase of gas logs or fireplace from Blossman Gas. See stores for details.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT. Coming to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
All right, thanks for tuning in tonight. You're listening to WZOT 101.9 FM AM 1220, and we're here at the Coaches Show coming to you live from Knuckleheads, and we've got T-Bone and Velvet on tonight, and got the Coach Calhoun and the boys basketball up tonight, and I'm going to turn it over to, I guess, Michael or Robert. Which one?
I'll take it first. It don't matter. T-Bone's back here thinking about some questions because he does a better job at that. We got Coach Calhoun here with us and some of the seniors off the boys basketball team. So I'm going to let Coach Calhoun introduce some of the players here with him. We're going to talk about his game Tuesday night.
So we got Ryan Carter, Cody Williams, and Luke Nolan here with us tonight. As you mentioned, they're the three seniors that are currently with us. Been doing a good job leading some younger kids in the program and setting a tone with their effort this week. And we're really looking forward to getting started on Tuesday.
Tuesday. So y'all play right after the ladies. Again, 6 o'clock start. What are you looking forward to tonight, Cody? Or Tuesday night?
Getting out there, getting to play again, getting to shoot the ball, and hopefully trying to win.
So you've been practicing baseball so far, or you've been playing a travel ball so far in baseball?
Yes, sir.
So you've been conditioning yourself already a little bit.
Yeah, yes,
so
sir.
How about the rest of y'all? Y'all been working on conditioning a little bit, getting ready, or what's going on there? Don't be shy.
Oh, we get our conditioning in really in practice through scrimmages. We scrimmage every day in practice, and a lot of our drills are really fast-paced drills. So that's really how me and other kids get in shape. So that's how we start off the year. So
You play any other sports also?
I guess you can say I play tennis, but I mean, not really. I played on a team last year, but that was my first year.
I got you. How about you, young man?
Nah, I don't play nothing else.
You don't play nothing else? So you just got to work on your conditioning with yourself and the Coach Calhoun.
Yes, sir.
Now he's telling a story. He is the best gamer on the team. I don't know what games they are, but that's his reputation at the high school. He is the man. Tab is what they call him. That's his gamer tag.
Tab.
It's a drink, I think.
That's right. Sugar free.
All right, guys, I've watched you guys grow up through the rec program and play, and you're now seniors. I mean, I got to tell the girls, it doesn't even seem like it does. The time has flown by. What are you doing now? I want the same kind of questions asked girls to get the younger ones prepared, because you remember when you were a freshman, you thought you knew everything and you're better than everybody, and you didn't realize how good the other team was that you're coming out there. How do you keep their heads below the clouds and not above them? Ryan, you go first.
I try to push them to play hard.
Every day just trying to be a leader, because, I mean, losing Ty, Tyler, and Juke, 3 of the best leaders we've had, and losing a best player in our region, like, pushing everybody, trying to get better.
Luke?
Yes, trying to get everybody, trying to get the younger kids to understand how important practice is for them to get better. We lost a lot of, we lost Juke, Ty, and Tyler, so we lost a lot of leaders. So we just got to
next man up, right?
That's
you guys.
Yes, sir. We got to make sure the future's bright for Rockmart, because it really is. We have a bunch of good juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. So I believe that the future is bright.
I'm going to let you all breathe for a second. I'm going to go over to Coach. Coach, this is year 4?
This is year 3 for me at Rockmart.
3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and they've been some good years, and you've done a lot of good things with this program, and I see you going in the right direction. How do you feel? I mean, you're going to a different region this year, so it's something totally new. But I mean, the kids are coming along pretty good, right?
Without a doubt. These 3 are doing a great job, kind of laying the foundation for the guys we got out there now. I just left the middle school game. There's a lot of talent at the middle school, and I'm fortunate enough to be at a place like Rockmart where we're never hurting for athletes. And so we got our best athletes playing basketball, and we just got to get them to play hard, teach them our system, and from there on out, it kind of takes care of itself.
And right now you've got football going on, and we realize that you got some basketball players playing football, and it happens every year. And I would say, fortunately, our football team goes farther each year, which that's great. Kind of puts you guys behind the 8 ball. But how does that work? We talked a little bit before. Can we move some of those games back, or how does that work?
Yeah, to be honest, it's really up to the other teams and how much they're willing to cooperate. So I go to a region coaches meeting every year, usually around September. This year at that region coaches meeting, of course, I'm like, all right, guys, what are we going to do if one of our football teams makes a run? Obviously, there's always overlap, but this year, 2 more weeks overlap. So we all verbally agreed that if that was the case, that we would push our region games back. Now, our non-region games, they don't affect us for the state playoffs, so we'll play those anyways. So that's our scrimmage with Bowden coming up. Then Saturday, we play against Villa Rica that following Saturday. And then I think we got one with Rome like December 5th. So those games will get played even if football season's still going on. But it can be a problem, but I also look at it as it can help us build a ton of depth. It can help us just really grow and challenge some of our younger kids. They get varsity experience when they're not ready for it, but it helps them to grow and see kind of where they need to be. So, and your football kids, I mean, they're having success out there competing in another sport, but I think that always carries over. They end up having more basketball games than they do basketball practices, but it's worked out for us the last couple of years. I don't see why it wouldn't this coming year.
Well, it's because, like you said, we have so much talent out there that's, and they're multiple sport athletes. So they come over and then they've already been through your system the last couple of years, so it helps the smooth transition. But like you said, these guys and the guys younger, they're getting experience that they typically wouldn't get. So that's what's going to help you each year get better and better. I mean, but this region for you guys, how does that fare? Where do you think we are? Where do we need to be?
So in last year's region, there was always 2 or 3 teams where we could show up, not play our A game, and still have a decent chance to win. I don't think we have that in this region. The depth overall is going to be really good. I don't know if you guys have been to any of the football games, but you see the size that some of these schools have. Their basketball teams are even bigger than you realize. Lafayette's got a 6'7" kid can handle the basketball, play everywhere. They went to the Final Four in 4A last year. They'll be joining our 3A region. North Murray they went undefeated throughout the regular season last year in this region. I think they made it to the Sweet 16. And then LFO ended up winning this region tournament last year, ended up winning a game in the playoffs. And then we joined the region from 2A, having won our region and going to the Elite Eight. So you got really 4 region champions all in this region from last year. You've got a team that went to the Final Four in 4A, us going to the Elite Eight and 2A, and a couple of Sweet 16 contenders all in this region. So there's not going to be a day where we can have an off game and expect to come away with a win.
You touched on just a little bit about having depth out there. How many starters actually play in football that you're going to miss out on just on these games?
You know, I really don't know. Me and the coaches, we talk about this at least a couple times a week. We think this year there's going to be 10 to 12 guys that may all start at some point in the year. Just our depth is going to be unreal. So depending upon the team we play in the matchup and what has transpired that week in practice, we're going to have more starters per se than just 5 every night. It's going to change.
Which is a good problem to have.
Without a doubt. I think our practices are going to be super competitive simply for that. You got guys fighting for not necessarily starting minutes, but minutes. And then obviously, you know, our scheme for that opponent will play into that as well. But I'm looking forward to it. There's actually some rules changes that benefit teams with depth that are happening this year. They start the foul count over at the end of every quarter, so you can foul a team 24 times throughout the game and never send them to the bonus. So that kind of helps when you have a lot of depth and a lot of athletes, which we're blessed to have here at Rockmart. So
you say every quarter?
Every quarter, you have to foul them 6 times before they get to the bonus, and then it resets after every quarter. So it used to the 7th foul in the half, you were in the 1-and-1 bonus. Now it starts after every quarter. So the game should speed up. You'll spend less time at the free throw line, which the way we shoot free throws, sometimes that's a good thing.
Also, Coach Clark touched on a little bit. There's no jump ball this year.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. You know, you can practice with each other all week, sit beside each other in the locker room, but for whatever reason, they don't want us lining up for a jump ball. But we're getting to play, so I've got no complaints there.
Well, I started to say, at least we're going to have some games we're looking forward to get to play, but everybody's got to go by them rules, so it ain't just one-sided. We're going to take a quick break right quick, pay a few bills, and wake up Lump over here. He's about to go to sleep on us. We'll get him to ask a few questions. So y'all hang loose. We got a few more questions for these young men, and thanks for everybody for tuning in to WZOT 101.9.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. T-Lale31 writes, having dinner with my little buddy at Chick-fil-A and he found the slide. We may never leave. Aw, sounds like fun, T. It's the little things that bring kids to the dinner table. Now, getting them off the slide, that's another story. May we suggest nuggets and dipping sauce? Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with #TheLittleThings.
Silver Comet Furniture, your one-stop shop for all your furniture and bedding needs. We carry brands such as Ashley, Catnapper, Liberty, and Jameson Mattress Company. That's Silver Comet Furniture, 678-685-4320, 2000 Cedartown Highway in Fish Creek.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Get your bronze on. Visit Totally Bronze Tanning Salon at 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart to get that beautiful bronze look. Totally Bronze Tanning Salon has a very clean and cool facility with a safe, well-lit parking area. For a quick tan, they have sunless spray tanning. Call them today at 770-684-3003 for an appointment or go by 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from family. I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT. Coming to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
All right, thanks for tuning in tonight to the Coaches Show. We're down here at Knuckleheads, and we want to thank all of our sponsors and Knuckleheads for having us down here. We've got Coach Calhoun, and he's got his 3 seniors here with us tonight, and got T-Bone and Velvet, and I think, who's up, T-Bone?
All right, so, Coach, we're going to talk to these guys again real quick, but so we got Bowden coming up, and, you know, and I know the girls are always good, like we just talked about. The boys, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I mean, but you got to be prepared for them. So what are you looking to do with your, I guess, with the guys still playing football? What are you wanting to see happen this game here? What?
Yeah, so we've been working a lot just about with our pace. And right now, offensively, our pace is going to dictate, I mean, how we play the basketball game. If we're able to, we got to stop them and limit them to 1 shot. If we're able to rebound the ball and run down the other end of the floor, it's going to put pressure on their defense to stop the basketball, which is going to open up the perimeter in transition. And the 5 that are going to start on Tuesday night can all shoot the 3 ball. The 8 or 9 guys, or the 7 guys that are going to get to play, they can all shoot the 3 ball. We don't really have a guy that's a back to the basket guy that's available with us right now. So, you know, I look forward to letting these guys shoot. It's what they do best. And the way that they've practiced, we're going to be really difficult to stop in transition. Now, in the half court, we're going to have to be creative in what we do. But, heck, these guys they're ready to play. They've been working hard, and I'm excited to see them.
All right, so, guys, we'll come back to you for a little bit. We'll just start at the very end down here, Ryan, and go the other way. So, what is the team's strong point right now, you think? Offense, defense, and what do you like to play the most?
I like to play offense the most. I think.
What kind of question is that? Nobody wants to play defense before offense.
I don't know why you wouldn't. You're sitting in front of your coach. You should always say defense.
I think our offense is the strongest, though.
You don't get points for stopping them from scoring.
All it takes is 2 to win, Coach. Go ahead.
I think we shoot the ball really well. We got a lot of athletes, and we got a lot of guys that can shoot the ball, and I think that's going to all come together really well. And we got a 6'10" kid. That helps.
Yeah, that does help.
Yeah, just really pushing the floor and shooters sprinting to the corners to get ready to shoot threes. That's really how majority of our offense is going to come before football, because just when somebody gets a rebound, I know me and Cody, we sprint straight to the corners, because it's really the only thing that we can do right now. Like, the half-court offense really isn't that great right now, but we really just have to shoot a lot of threes, really, and push the floor.
We don't have a point guard right now, so we're just, we're playing with what we got, and we're going to play to our strengths. With that being said, though, we've got guys that can handle the basketball. It's just not what they've been asked to do as far as walking up the floor, getting us set in offense. But every guy here, I mean, offensively, they're very talented. So, and they can all defend because they hustle and they give great effort. So I'm not really worried about that end of the floor. And I think we're going to score the basketball really well, just because we're going to have 5 shooters on the floor at all times. So it's really easy there's so much space around the rim to get easy layups when you can stretch the defense out wide like that.
When you do that, are you talking about running a motion offense, or what are you just trying to do? What is the goal? Just get someone open, or are you running a motion? What are you doing?
I am anti-motion offense.
Okay.
I want to take the first good look that we get, and if we run and sprint to our spots and put the team in trouble in transition, then typically that's going to be a kick-out 3 or a layup at the rim. The 3 highest percentage shots are a free throw, a layup, and a catch-and-shoot 3. So those are the shots we want to take within our offense, and the number one and easiest way to do that is to sprint the floor in transition. And even though we've only got 7 guys right now, you can't just be like, well, for these 3 games, I'm going to do what's best for these 3 games. You have to think with the end in mind. So we're going to be a transition, run and gun, press basketball team. So, even though we got 7 and we're going to get tired maybe a little bit on Tuesday and Saturday, that's who we are, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay, that's good.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, now, you're kind of going in. I'm not going to say you're behind the 8 ball or anything like that, because these young men right here are seniors. They've been in this position before, so As long as they can last the whole 4 periods there, we'll be all right. And so y'all make plans to come out and watch the Lady Jackets at 6 and the boys to follow. At 6 or 6:30?
The girls will start at 6. They typically wrap up around 6:15, and our game tips close to 7:30.
Gotcha. No?
Yeah, and you guys, I'm not worried about you guys at all because I know you're going to do fine out there. The only thing, Luke, I ask you is don't step over half court and shoot. We used to have some guys in the past do that. Take 2 more steps in and shoot. But have fun out there and realize that as a team that you guys can do anything if you're out there. And, you know, Coach, even though you say who wants defense, I grew up, we had to say defense first. That's why I asked that question. That was Indiana basketball. That was.
Oh, no, they know that if they don't play defense and they don't see the floor. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go with our final thoughts right quick. What do you want to get out of Tuesday's game?
A win.
Good answer. Cody?
A win.
Come on now. He got that answer. You got
That's what we're all looking for. We just want to win.
I got you.
There went the phone. Oh, no.
Yeah, we want to win Tuesday and get these kids, the younger kids, some experience because they're going to need it throughout their high school career. They're going to.
Final thoughts from you, Coach?
I'm just excited to be playing basketball. You know, there was a time this year where I didn't know that we would be able to do that, and we've got an opportunity Tuesday, and hopefully with 25 more games to follow. Well, and then plus the playoffs. So I'm excited to be able to play, to watch these kids play. I know they're eager to get out there and excited to see our community support us in the stands.
We're glad to have you back again, Coach, and guys, can't wait to see you on Tuesday, okay?
Well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to WZOT 101.9. Thanks, Knuckleheads, for having us down here for the Coaches Show. Y'all make plans to come on out first game of the year and be the 6th player in the stands for these Lady Jackets and these young men. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks again to all of our sponsors and everybody that helps us be a part of Rockmart High School athletics. So thank y'all again. Have a good evening.
You have been listening to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show. Tune in next week to WZOT as we come to you live from Knuckleheads in downtown Rockmart.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from Family. I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA, NMLS number 800746.
There's home improvement, then there's life improvement. Enjoy family moments with propane gas logs and experience a warm glow with no mess at the push of a button. With propane appliances, you can also enjoy endless hot water with propane water heaters, precision cooking, a hotter, more efficient dryer, and an outdoor living room with fire pits and heaters. Not just home improvement, life improvement. Take comfort in Blossman.
Here's the deal. Free remote control with purchase of gas logs or fireplace from Blossman Gas. See stores for details.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Is your thermostat breaking your wallet each month? The reason could be your home is not adequately insulated. Have the experts at TNT Insulation help put money back in your pocket. Call Tim Montgomery today at 770-684-1887 to schedule an inspection. TNT Insulation can handle all your insulation needs, and they specialize in spray foam insulation.